Hey guys, Mark from Oregon Bushcraft. Down at the park downtown today to show you guys a new product I'm going to be selling called the Oregon Bushcraft Backpackers Hammock. This hammock weighs in at just under 12 ounces and it's a 12-foot long hammock. Comes with Amsteel loops on the end. The cinch sack that I have for it today is just one that I had originally, but all stuffed down. It's about 3 inches wide by about 6 inches tall, so it's a really small package and perfect for throwing in your backpack when you're out and about. I also brought some Whoopie Slings, and so I'll go over how those are used. And so let me move the camera and we'll get it started. Wanted to do a shout out for Ramdor72, old Richie there in the UK. Cheers, mate. I love watching your videos. Thanks for the input on the GoPro. Can't really afford one yet, but hopefully soon I'll be adding the GoPro 4 Black to the arsenal of really expensive electronic stuff. So yeah, anyways, congratulations on all your subs. Love watching your videos, so keep on doing what you're doing. All right. Okay, so the first step is to put up your straps. I actually left mine at home, but this is a good experiment for just straps that I had in the car, which happen to be part of these ratcheting, part of some ratcheting tie-down straps. So the first thing you want to do when you get to your tree is just go at eye level. That's a good place to start. If your trees are really far apart, you're going to need to go higher. So the first step really is finding the trees that are the perfect distance apart, and then just pull your strap around. And in this case, I'm just going to go through the eyelet that's here. And then you want this part off to the side of the tree as much as possible. So you see how the strap comes through and comes straight out like this. If you have it on the other side, now the strap is doubled back on itself like that, and that puts a lot of tension on that strap. So the best place to have it is just like that. And now we'll go put one up on the other side. All right, so here's strap number 2. Again, about eye level. Okay, so another thing that you're going to need for this method of suspension is a pair of sticks. First, let's get the Whoopie Slings attached to the hammock, and then I'll show you how these work. So here is the hammock. As you can see, it comes in a really small bag, and actually you could compress it down quite a bit more if you wanted to. So here are the Amsteel loops on the ends of the hammock, and it's basically just a piece of 7/64 Amsteel with locked brummels on each end, and then pulled through the channeled end of the hammock. Each end of the hammock, the threads are triple, quadruple locked. This thing's not coming apart. So I use a spun polyester thread for these. It allows it to stretch a little bit without breaking. Yeah, I've tested these up to 250 pounds with absolutely no problems whatsoever. I've seen other people say that you can take them up to 300, but I think I'd probably recommend a dual layer hammock for that, which is just essentially 2 layers of ripstop that are sewn together. And those actually offer some nice features. One thing you can do with a dual layer is leave a slit at opposing corners, so you actually slide your camping pad inside there. Or like a yoga mat or some EVA foam. Here are Whoopie Slings, and this is made out of a product called Dynaglide. This stuff's rated at over 1,000 pounds or something like that, 1,500. I'll put the specs below. But basically, these little guys are adjustable, so you can adjust your hammock suspension. So I'm going to show you the Marlin spike hitch and how we use this piece of wood and our Whoopie Slings to hang our hammock. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is take one end of our hammock here and find the fixed loop at the end of the Whoopie Sling. We're going to pop that through and then pull it back on itself. And if we open it up like so, it makes a nice little lark's head knot. Okay, and then we're going to do that on the other end as well. So find the loop, feed it through the other end of your hammock, pull it through, and then just pull that back, and you're good. So what you're going to do is sort of make a figure 4. So you're just going to grab your loop just like that. Then you're going to reach up and grab the strap through the hole, put your stick in, and pull it tight. Alright, to get that, we'll do it again here. Just pull your toggle out, give that a pull. So we're going to make a figure 4, and then we just bring it up, grab the strap behind it, and then put our stick through, and it locks onto it like that. Now we take our Whoopie Sling and put it over the knot. Not on the toggle, on the knot. On the knot, not the toggle. On the knot, not the toggle. If you get that reference, you get 2 points. So now let's go to the other end and do the same thing. Okay, so we're down at the other end. We're going to make a loop. We're going to stick our fingers in it, come up, grab the strap as it's coming out here. Let's put our stick through and give it a pull. And then we take the end of our Whoopie Sling and we pull it down on the knot. Now if you put it on the toggle, there is the chance that it'll just slide down the tree. Also, the toggle, if you're using a piece of wood, it doesn't have to be very strong. They make aluminum toggles, carbon fiber. So now our hammock is laying on the ground. We need to adjust our Whoopie Slings to get it to the right height. Okay, so the way Whoopie Slings work is there's one loop, and then it gets fed inside of itself and comes out the other end. So as tension is put on it, it crimps down and holds itself. So in order to shorten it, you take your tag end here and just pull it through, like so. We'll go kind of short. We'll go kind of short on this one. And then just pull it tight. You could even go a little shorter. Just grab your tag end, your free end, and grab it where it goes back inside of itself, and just shorten it up. And that's all there is to it. And now we'll go to the other side and shorten it up as well. So we're going to take our tag end, pinch it where it connects with itself. Pull it up to where we want it. And that's it. Hammock is set up. 54 inches wide, and then about 11.5 feet long after the hems. Again, rated to 250 pounds. It's a camouflage that has some coyote tan in it, which I think is actually a pretty cool pattern. Let me take you down and show you the ends. So here's the cinched end on the hammock. Basically, we have a locked Brummel, we can open it back up. So we basically have a locked Brummel on the Amsteel that's just ran back through itself. I do use chain links with these also, which is just a continuous loop of Amsteel. So I run the end through just the same way it is here and back up, and then you have a loop to tie off to. I kind of like the function of this this double locked Brummel a little better than the loop personally. So all my hems are triple stitched, 3 rows of stitching there. Let's pull this Amsteel through so you can see another 3 rows of stitching. On this though, I used a zigzag pattern over the straight stitch, which locks it down and also still gives it that flexibility, because you do want it to stretch a little bit, you know, that's very important, but you don't want it to break. I can also whip these ends, and with the Amsteel loops, I can actually channel them and then whip them. So basically the Amsteel loop comes out of the end of the knot. So we know how to tighten the Whoopie Sling. Let's go over how to loosen it. So before, we grab the tag end, pinched it where it's buried, that's called the bury, and then we slide it up. Now to loosen it, we just do the opposite. We go to the opposite end. So we grab the part that comes out and the pinch, and then we can pull our line through and slacken it up, just making sure that we put the end of the Whoopie Sling back on the knot. Pretty nice setup, super lightweight. It's really the way to go. This stuff weighs only grams. There's the end of our Whoopie Sling on the knot, not on the toggle. That comes out here. So this is the tag end. And this is where it connects to the locked Brummel Amsteel that comes out of the hammock. Come back to the other end. And up to our toggle. Now also for Sean Squatch PNW, I sold him my Grand Trunk Skeeter Beater Pro and included some shorter Whoopie Slings, tree straps, and some carbon fiber toggles. So if you want to know how to set up your hammock, watch this video a couple times and you'll be good to go. I'll have the normal stiffness that I normally would have, you know, sleeping at home in bed, but sleep on a little 1.5 inch thick thermarest on the ground, you know, waking up and my back doesn't work. It's just locked. It's like a piece of rebar instead of a spine. So laying in a hammock for me is definitely bad back friendly. So thanks for sticking with me for my little hammock demonstration, and also kind of a sales pitch. The hammocks are 30 bucks, which I believe is fair. I would compare it to the Grand Trunk Ultralight. Does not come with the Amsteel loops. Weighs in about the same, but doesn't come in the cool camo colors. That's the important selling point right there. The Whoopie Slings are 10 bucks for the pair. They're adjustable from about 2 feet out to about 6 feet. And then the carbon fiber toggles, if I can get a bunch of them, they'd be cheap, like $1 a piece. Or like if you bought the hammock and the Whoopie Slings, I'd just throw the toggles in for free. It's basically just a 3-inch long carbon fiber tube that's super strong that you use in place of a stick. If you're a big guy like me and you need the double layer, you know, PM me, find me on my Facebook group at Oregon Bushcraft. So again, this is Mark from Oregon Bushcraft. Thanks for all your subscriptions, likes, and comments. Feel free to carry that tradition on. That's always a great thing. And we'll see you guys next time.